Hi there everyone, I'm Squeaky, and this is... So today, for our Let's Draw, we're going to be drawing the world's most unlucky D20. I kind of got this idea when I was watching one of the Futurama movies. I think it was Bender's Game. And I like their D20s that they had, that they were supposed to like unite. But anyway, that's beside the point. I just thought it would be cool to draw one that was really unlucky. So before we get started though, if you guys could take the time to like this video and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you'd be updated with any future videos. And that's about it. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's draw the world's most unlucky D20. So this drawing is actually going to require a little bit of math. And so if you want to follow along, be sure to listen closely to my measurements. If you want to do it within the same... about the same size as mine. This probably won't be perfect, so any like mathematical people that know all the math behind this might get me, but this is going to be close enough for a drawing, I think. Okay, so for starting off our D20, we're going to have to start with an equilateral triangle, and I'm going to do this at 3 inches on each side. So you have to start, and if you want it laying down on a certain face, you're going to want to do your triangle at kind of like an offset position, I guess. Alright, so we have 3 inches right here. Okay, so we'll use this little, the compass, or what are these called? I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to get a 60-degree angle. And we will get that here. Okay, so I'm going to draw another 3-inch line, like so. So we'll start from here, use that dot, and we want this line at 3 inches. Okay, so then we'll just connect the ends of our 2 lines and we will be good to go. It should come out to 3 inches. If it didn't, you did the angle wrong. Okay, so there's the front face of our D20. Alright, so now for this next part, you're going to divide each of these in half. So you're going to do 1 1/2, and you're just going to make a little mark so that you know where it's at. 1 1/2, make a little mark so you know where it's at. 1 1/2, make a little mark. There we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to go from this corner through to that point, and we are going to draw a line that's 1 inch and 7/8 in this direction. So have that, and so we'll do 1 inch and 7/8 like this. Okay, and that's more of a reference line. We're not actually going to keep those. So we're going to come here again. We're going to do the same thing on this side, and we're going to go 1 inch and 7/8, and the same thing for this side. So we will go 1 inch and 7/8, just like that. Okay, so we have our reference lines. So now what you're going to do is, following this line coming out of this point, we are going to draw another line that's at 3/4 inches. So from that line to here, we'll line this up and draw a line that's 3/4 of an inch, and the same thing for each side, just like that. Okay, and one more. Put that up. 3/4 of an inch. So these are all guidelines, and if you can see, you're actually making a hexagon here. And it will, if you know about a D20, it's outline makes a hexagon. So now it's pretty much just a matter of connecting lines. So we're going to go from this point to the point of your triangle. And you're going to make a line. And from this point to this other point, make a line. And continue doing this with all of your reference points. Just like this. Okay. So from there to here, like that. From here to here, just like that. So you have like this weird triangle looking shape. Now, these other reference lines, you're going to connect to the points here. So like this. Like this. And you're just going to do that for all of those little extra little reference points that are sticking out. So once you have that done, you will have a D20. So we're going to have to get rid of this line here, this line here, and this line here. And you'll pretty much have your D20. Okay, so once you have that done, you're going to have your D20 pretty much. We're going to get rid of those 3 lines like I had said. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to go over it all in a fine liner using my ruler. We'll do that in time lapse. And I'll erase the lines that aren't necessary. And you'll get to see the actual shape. Okay, so if all you're actually trying to do is draw a D20 shape, then you're pretty much done. But if you are trying to follow along and draw the world's unluckiest D20, then we have a few more steps to go. But before we do that, one thing is if you're going to want to shadow, your shadow is going to land something like this. Right? It's going to go past this a little bit, and then it's going to like come out of this face, and it'll do something along this line and this line like this. So it's not really perfect or 100% accurate, but that's basically what you're going to have. So now for the fun part. We are going to make this, like I said, the world's unluckiest D20. So we're going to draw us a number here. Okay. And a number here. And a number here. And I think at this point you get the picture. So each one of these, just remember that when you draw your numbers, the point is always going to be a top on a traditional D20. So yeah, the point's always going to be the top. So actually this 0 would be wrong. This point would be the top, because when it lands, it would land something like this, and this is how you would read the die. So let me go ahead and draw the rest of my letters, and we'll be back. Alright, so we have this thing all outlined. So pretty much all that's left is to color it. And I'm going to just do that in time lapse. Let's pick a color. I think we can go with a nice purple. We'll do purple for our color. And I'm going to go ahead and I will color this in time lapse. And we will be back. And we will be done. Alright, so there we have it. I was hoping the color would show up on camera a little bit better than that, but I guess what can you do? But I think you get the gist of it. So there we have it. The world's most unlucky D20. Okay guys, so we got that done. I think it looks alright. It's a pretty cool little design that I had thought up there. And if that was a little bit more of an instructional video than my other videos, but if you guys like that, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Any other suggestions you have, make sure to also leave it down there in the comments. Ideas for future videos, stuff like that. Also, be sure to check out all my links down in the description. And before we call it a day, I'm going to leave a little button for you to subscribe here. Be sure to do that. I'd appreciate the help so much. I'm also going to leave a button to go to my Patreon page here if you want to support me. Go check that out. Up here will be my most recent video. And down here will be a playlist so you can check out all my other videos. And that's about it. So, go draw something.